What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and one of my main issues with this whole Will Smith, Chris Rock ordeal is that this slap sets a new precedent going forward, meaning that we live in a monkey see, monkey do society. So many people now are going to try to imitate what Will Smith just did. Now, of course, people have been rushing the stage for years. People have assaulted comedians way before Will Smith did. But let's not pretend that Will Smith doesn't have a lot of influence over a lot of people in our society. Will Smith was one of the most famous people in the world, and people all around the world turned on their televisions, their computers, their phones, their iPads, and watched one of the most famous people on earth walk on stage at the Oscars on live television and assault someone. And then they got to watch him walk back to his seat, give an Oscar speech and everything, without a single consequence for his actions. And that right there is enabling to a lot of people. Of course, me and you, we're sane. We're not going to go slap someone on stage. But do you know how many people are just mentally unstable these days? Do you know how many people out there feel like they have something to prove? You know, a lot of people seem to be having mixed reactions about this whole situation. I'm Team Chris Rock. But I know that this situation, it's split 50-50. A lot of people think that Will Smith was justified in what he did. And I'm just going to call it out here. There's a lot of women sitting their asses online, influencing men to do the same thing that Will Smith did. They're saying, this is what a real man would do. I want a man that will protect me like Will Smith. Oh, I like that Will Smith defended his wife. You know, and these women are online, and I don't know if they know it or not. I'm pretty sure some of them do. They're influencing other men to act the same way that Will Smith did in order to impress or please their women or the women that they're trying to get the interest of. But in case you were wondering, I'll go a little bit deeper into that in a moment. In case you think that this is all a game and no one's going to follow in Will Smith's footsteps. It just so turns out that last night, Chris Rock had his first comedy show in his new Ego Death Tour. Everyone was there. It was a packed house. Seats were sold out. Seats were being sold for up to like $1,000. Everyone wanted to hear what he said about Will Smith. But turns out there was a Will Smith fan in attendance as well. And he started shouting up cuss words. He started rushing the stage, yelling, Will Smith, Will Smith, Will Smith. And he had to get pepper sprayed, got to get his... You know what? Let's just take a look at the clip of him getting dragged out of the show. Let's take a look. See that right there, folks? That is going to be the sight at so many different stand-up comedy shows across the country. Now it is open season on comedians, and I think that is absolutely terrible. People should be able to take a joke. Comedians should be able to tell a joke. No one has any business going to an award show or a comedy show or any of these places where comedians roast people if they cannot handle the jokes. But now, because of Will Smith, he enabled half of our society of ignorant monkey see, monkey do ass people to assault comedians when they say something that they don't like. So many people now are operating under this mentality that this is okay because Will Smith enabled it, and half of our population enabled it because they went along with what Will Smith did. And like I was saying before I showed you the video clip, there's so many women online and they're influencing men to act like Will Smith. They're telling men that that's how real men are supposed to act, when in reality, they have no idea what a real man is. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of young men being influenced by people like Will Smith. And I'm tired of young women influencing young men to be like people like Will Smith. That's not a good example of what a man is. That's not a good example of what a man would do in that situation. I don't care if the joke is a little bit offensive. I don't care if your wife is bald. Now, had you been on the street, you and your wife are sitting on the street and you're eating lunch, and unsolicited, some stranger comes up to you and starts talking about your wife's bald head, and you tell him to leave and he won't leave, and then you smack him. I have no issue with that. But you put yourself at an award show, front row, where you know people get roasted, you know jokes are thrown. Will Smith and Jada know that perfectly fine, because Will Smith and Jada have presented awards before and told jokes about other people. So it's all about the setting here as well. So I just have an extreme issue with how everything is taking place. And I just know going forward, we are in a different world now. After he slapped Chris Rock, it just set the standard going forward. And now we're going to see so much crazy stuff. The world was already crazy enough. The world was crazy enough. But over the next couple of months, I want you all to sit back and watch what an influence Will Smith had over our society, as we watch people time and time again are going to start trying to assault comedians. People time and time again are going to feel the need to rush the stage when a celebrity or something's on stage saying something they don't like. Time and time again, I guarantee we're going to see more celebrities act out like this as well. Because a lot of these celebrities are taking Will Smith's side. A lot of these celebrities are going to want to do the same thing to protect their wife, because they think this is cool. Because society, or at least half of our society, is molding people into thinking stuff like this is cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go forward in a whole new world of people being unhinged at comedy shows, you name it. I can guarantee you going forward, we're going to start seeing a lot of crazy stuff because of Will Smith's actions. Will Smith's actions, they have so many consequences. It's not just the consequences that he's probably not going to face from the Oscar committee, okay? It has societal consequences, and we're going to watch that play out. Mark my words. Now, I know a lot of us are normal, sane people, and we wouldn't do this, but we all know how insane half of our society is. So the only thing we can do now is, I guess, sit back and wait for the next moment a comedian gets slapped on stage. And it sucks that this is the world that we're living in. This is the current climate. It's absolutely egregious. It's gross that this is where we're at right now. But it is where we're at. So I want to know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and as always, find some time out of your day to not slap a comedian.